Entonces ahora sí, este siempre tiene que ir acá.
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him
Entonces no
together.
necesito eso.
Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop.
No lo voy a dejar.
Room of requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
Ok.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Vaya. Ay, no los quito todos. No me deja. Estoy teniendo 4. Y al que quiero avanzar. Quiero avanzar con este cabrón. Porque este cabrón me va a dar las maldiciones. Ay. Lastima después de un rato esta madre.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Pendejo. Me equivoqué. Primero aquí, recojo las cosas, hago pociones, me voy, vendo. Obviamente. Vaya.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Claro que sí, Pito. Me gustaría saber por qué esas madres no me dejan. 64. Okay. Okay. Ah, no vi el último ítem. A ver, Pelín, dame 2 segundos. Maldito seas, Vic.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He...
Para matar a los hipogrifos.
Oh, seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, Retreat. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave. And he...
That sounds awful.
As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be...
I understand. Leave it.
Oh, thank you.
Y es pasar de verga. Güey. Astral hair. La música, güey.
Revelio.
Y encima puedes sacar loot aquí.
Revelio.
Wow. Ver.
Revelio.
No, eso está totalmente injusto esto, güey. Pero injusto, injusto. Completamente no mames. Otro pedo. GG's.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Vaya. Que no voy a
Hello
escuchar,
there.
dice.
In the market for potions, are we?
Vaya, vaya.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. Here you found a bit of treasure in the forest. Was never one for adventure myself.
Ah, me faltó el del Castro. Ah, no era ese. ¿Por qué? ¿Estaba todo bien? What the fuck? ¿Por qué no lo detecta? No detecta el micrófono. What?
to knack. It's tormenting, Professor Black.
Lumos.
No tiene como el principal. Creo que sí estaba por acá. Ah, no, esa es la esta.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
Brilliant. Revelio. What were you and Ominous speaking about?
Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
Nos envolvemos
There's more
en
to
la
dark
dark
magic
arts.
than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse.
Apparently, his
¿No? No detecta el micrófono.
parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victims' cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough.
No creo que así se resuelva, pero...
I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Vaya, se escucha hasta mejor que antes. Vaya, se escucha hasta mejor que antes. Creo que nunca había pasado para acá.
Accio! Rebellion!
Why would Slytherin put the so dreary? Perhaps that's the point.
¿Por qué estoy traqueando? ...14 y 28, que ya tengo muchos espacios. En el 24, pero ya casi aprendemos crucio.
Revelio.
Levioso.
Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio.
Ok, es con Confringo. Joder. Back on the path. The lost child. Y tenemos varios aquí. Me dan appearances. Ok.
What are you up to now?
No, no, verga.
Revelio.
Acá está. Ah, se me fue. El siguiente. Me da ansiedad. No me metí en ningún grupo, ¿va? No. El de los... Ya lo había tirado la primera antes. Le di cuando se movió. Vamos a ver para allá ahora sí. Es que es cuando va para abajo, se cruza. Va abajo. Lo cruza. Reacciono rápido. Sube. Ya lo hicieron más lento porque si no...
Revelio.
No lo iba a armar. Ya llevo 6. Ya están los 12, ¿eh? No sé cuántos llevamos. Este film es completamente diferente. Pero a dónde me está llevando. A ver, vamos a hacer esto. Los puros quests pendientes.
Revelio.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
Estoy aquí.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
Llevo aquí como 10
I
minutos.
received your owl.
What?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they...
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed...
Very well. Suppose
I retrieved a stolen helm. He hoped...
you have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning some...
Lord Gok did mention that Ranrock is... Perhaps that helm will yield.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
Next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately.
No pensé en lo
Not
que estaba
only
pasando.
is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would... I do wish we had the luxury of time. However...
Very well, sir. I'm...
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood...
Más Spanish. Para que se actualice. Está actualizado. ¿Esto qué es? Máxima. Ya está. No se veía.
You are here.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Why did he challenge that horrible man?
Are you all right?
My husband?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle.
Theophilus Harlow! I'm sure of it. He's been...
I don't mean to be grim, but...
Archie's satchel is missing. So he may have... I hope he wasn't here when Harlow...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something, I'm afraid to leave.
We'll find your son.
Thank you.
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. When I took...
A ver, espérate. Primero el tuyo, morra. Ok, sí, sí.
To Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her? Revelio.
But she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hipogrifos cannot speak. Your friend Highway could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more.
Revelio.
This must be little Archie Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went.
Bueno.
There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child.
Flipendo!
We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Ya me terminé de divertir, gracias.
Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Recto momento. Expelliarmus.
Accio. Depulso. Levioso. Potato.
Expelliarmus. I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio. Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again.
Revelio.
Archie went this way.
¿De qué hablas? Allá.
I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again.
Revelio.
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way.
Pestro. ¿No lo ves?
Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died.
Revelio.
My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Desde hace como 3 días hubiéramos ido caminando.